Yo, yo, yo. Tuned in to G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this live. Man, we coming off of a night full of boxing, full of action. This live is unexpected. Just got finished watching the Richard Commey, Jackson Marinez fight. That's the last fight that came on. So, I figure I'd come on here, come chop it up with y'all for a little bit. We're gonna wait a couple minutes, see if anybody jump on in here. I ain't send no invites, no nothing. I just jumped on. You know what I'm saying? Just to give a recap, we have Richard Commey getting a nasty knockout victory over Jackson Marinez. Big shout out to Richard Commey. I'm not even going to fraud. I didn't put the breakdown and prediction video up, but I thought Jackson Marinez was going to win the fight. I ain't gonna lie. Brian Castano got a dominant decision victory over Patrick Teixeira. That was an ass whooping, like for sure. Adam Lopez got a majority decision over Jason Sanchez. That was a good fight, good back and forth fight. Good action, tactical fight. JoJo Diaz and Rakhimov fought to a draw. I felt like JoJo could have pulled it out, but he was kind of taking it easy in the middle rounds, trying to conserve his energy. Ended up coming back to get him. He closed strong, but he burned too many rounds in the middle trying to conserve energy. Jared Anderson looked good, man. Jared Anderson looked good. Got a 6-round knockout over Kingsley eBay. Josh Warrington, man, he got knocked smooth out in the 9th round. And the thing that's crazy, they should have stopped that fight in the 4th round. Josh Warrington, he looked bad from the jump. A lot of ring rust, and he was just getting beat to the punch all night. Like, he just couldn't take the shots. But this was a pretty good night of fights. When there's multiple cards on the same day, I don't complain. I have a fight on the TV. I have a fight on the tablet. I have a fight on the laptop. I have a fight on my phone. So I've been working pretty much all night tonight, watching fights, man. So, I'm just happy. You know what I'm saying? Happy I got a chance to sit back, chill, relax. We got a couple people in here. Stop in and say what's up, man. Say hello when you come in the door. You know what I mean? But y'all want to talk about any fights? Definitely, let me know. Let me know for sure. Hold on a second. And we letting people in. So if you want to jump on in. Hold on a second. Oh man, we got my boy up in here.
What's up?
What the hell you doing up?
What time does the fight start? What fights has been going on so far?
Everything went on. Everything, all the fights came on.
Oh, so what was JoJo? What was JoJo's fight scene?
Draw.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Hold on. What fights do you know the result? Hold on. Let me introduce you first of all. This is the VP of the channel, my boy Shane. I wasn't expecting for him to be on. He should be somewhere snoring right now because he in the UK. But he shows up even when it's not planned. So that's my guy. Say what's up to the people, Shane.
It's so good. I saw the live. You get the I didn't even get the notification on my phone. It was more, I was on YouTube and it just popped up, and I was like, oh, the link is right there, so I just clicked it.
Right.
So,
So just to cap off, Commey got a knockout over Jackson Marinez.
what
Nasty
round?
too.
What round?
Nasty. Yeah, he looked good. He looked
What
good.
round? What round?
6. I think 6th round.
I mean, you said if he doesn't get him out in the first 4, but 6 rounds
Yeah,
is
he
still.
was rolling. He was rolling. He was rolling first half of the fights. He started quick. Surprisingly, he started quick. Castano beat the dog shit out of Teixeira.
I thought so. Was it stoppage
Yeah,
or
but we said that, right? We said that, right?
was it stoppage or points?
Points.
I told you that.
It was a sweep. It was. He dominated.
I was saying Teixeira can't deal with the pressure. Teixeira just can't deal with the pressure. When he turns up the pressure, he can't deal with that. That pressure, he causes everybody trouble. If you try to stay in the pocket with Castano, you're right in a suicide note. He's just
Yeah,
got too much pressure.
that's what we were saying in the last live. Like Teixeira. Remember when the person in the live was saying like Teixeira had the reach advantage, height advantage, and all of that, and we like none of that matters. Not against Castano. Like none of that matters. You know what I'm saying? Who else? JoJo was a draw. Castano beat Teixeira. Commey beat Marinez. What other fights am I missing? Oh, Josh Warrington.
I spoke to Laurie today. Laurie was absolutely. I can't wait for. Shout out to Boxing Loader. I can't wait for his live stream. Laurie was ridiculing Josh Warrington. Absolutely killing him. He messaged
I'm
me.
gonna reach out. I wonder. You think they're going live? You think they're going live Sunday?
No, Thursday. They do it Thursdays. Maybe
Thursdays?
he might go. Maybe he go. His dad won't be on it because his dad only jumps on Thursdays. But Loader might be on it tomorrow.
Nah, I gotta hit Lowdown up. Big shout out to Boxing Lowdown. Big shout out to Lori. Yeah, I gotta
But
see
look,
if I can
he
jump on
messaged
a
me.
live,
He
man.
messaged me straight away and was like, "That's what happens when you when ducking goes wrong."
Yeah, man, it's crazy. But I said the same thing. I'm like, you know, when you make those types of moves, man, like you gotta cash in.
Will Stokes put money on it. He put money on Josh Warrington to get knocked out. He put money on Lara to win by knockout. But he won
That's
seven.
why, you know what? That's crazy. That's why Will asked me did I watch the Warrington fight? It kind of came out of left field. Okay.
But
That's what's up.
he was telling he's not a brave better. Like he only put $5 on it. I'm like, oh, you should have put a bit more on it.
Yeah, I like the thing is though, if you're gonna take a shot in the dark, take your shot.
Take your
Cause you're gonna
shot.
get mad. That's a message to Will, because I know Will gonna watch this live. That's a message to you, Will, from the gambling tip. If you're gonna take your shot, really take your shot. Like
Exactly.
put some dollars on it.
Even if he put, let's say he put 40 on it, he's still looking at he's looking at close to $700 on
Yeah, he's
return. That's
clean
a
up.
good
I
thing.
actually, you know what? I'm glad you said that, because Will can donate a couple dollars to the channel, man. We know you got it now. So Shane snitched on you by accident, so we expecting a donation from Will, at least $5.
To be fair, we didn't give him the tip. If he listened to us, he would have got no money because we picked Warrington to win.
We got my boy BoxingFirst Vlog in here. Hey, bro, tap in. Click the link, bro. Click the link.
I mean, it wasn't.
I know his ass ain't working right now, so
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, that's crazy. That is
but yeah,
crazy.
he said he won. What was it? $75? I'm
I
thinking.
know he hurting, bro. He hurting.
I mean,
Personally, I wouldn't have bet that, because I didn't know that much about Laura. Like I didn't know much about
yeah,
him, so I
me
wouldn't
as
have took the
well. Me
shot.
as well.
But if I had kind of like the
But,
inside track,
what the odds is like 14 to 1. I mean, you're looking at a
yeah,
14 to 1, $5. I mean,
that's
even $20 I'm putting. Even a $20 I'm looking to put on.
yeah,
Like
like it's crazy.
If I had the tip, and he was telling me, he was like, if I had the tip, I didn't really have an idea of who Laura was, but if I had the tip, I thought
What's up with my camera?
Yeah, you gotta put like some bread on it. We got my boy BoxingFirst Vlog in the building. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, how's your signal? Your signal's good today.
Yeah, signal's good today. I can't hear you though.
What's going on?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
What's good with y'all, man?
Ain't nothing, man. Talk your stuff, man. What you thought about the fights tonight?
Man, I all around enjoyed it. The missing weight from JoJo, I'm confused. You got a dad that's supposed to be a recognized trainer. How do you let that happen? So my question is, who do you guys blame? Do you blame JoJo or do you blame the so-called Hall of Fame trainer?
Shane, I'll let you go on that, Shane.
You have to blame JoJo because we're talking about you spent a long layout out of the ring, COVID and stuff. Me personally, the reason why I say you have to blame JoJo is because it wasn't like it was close. If he was a pound over or half a pound over, that's something. But as I was saying yesterday, you don't find out that you're 3 pounds over on the night. You find out that in camp, wow, something's not going right here. So obviously, to me, that's something that is personal. That's something that you are in your downtime, you haven't been doing the work, and that's the problem. Jeff says either you're working or you're slacking.
Yeah, I think I would blame JoJo strictly because when you coming into camp, like, you know, we in this COVID era, so it's a lot of people are in fat camps, and you know, fat camps for some people might be 25 pounds, 30 pounds. JoJo Diaz, he might have been 35 or 40. Regardless of the trainer, whether it's his dad or if it was anybody else, if you come into camp and you were like super overweight, you're running the risk of missing weight. So in a situation like that, I mean, he was almost 4 pounds over. You know what I mean? So I gotta blame JoJo on that one. And I don't have enough information on the trainer to blame him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, until something changes, I gotta blame JoJo.
When I ask that way, I mean, we know how stern and just hands-on sort of trainer JoJo is, aggressive the way he is, the father, I mean, senior. Right. So when I ask that, I ask it from that position. Seeing I get that, but you would think as disciplined as he wants to be with the fighters that he has up under him, that you would think his son would be that guy that would be in tip-top shape, making his first title defense in a big stage. Now, I'm gonna answer my own question. I personally thought it was the competition. I thought he needed the weight to kind of help get through a fight with somebody that's pretty much a banger. So, like, do you want to get in there at your lighter end, thinking you can box, and that's really not your style? When your style is, you know, traditional Mexican style, come forward, throw a lot of punches. I think he needed that extra weight, and he pushed it. Like, okay, I might be able to cut this down late in the game, but add it on after the fight. I mean, after the weigh-in. You see what I'm saying?
This is the thing. This is where I would say, if going into that fight, I'm like, you already kind of sidestepped one fight to get to this fight. So he sidestepped the Farmer fight to get the Rakhimov. If we're taking that logic, right? So if we're taking that logic, he should have just went on and took the Farmer fight if he felt like he needed additional pounds and things like that. And Rakhimov hasn't fought on that level. Like, we've seen what he's done, but he hasn't fought on that level. So I don't think JoJo would be thinking like, okay, I gotta put extra pounds on for this guy. You know what I'm saying? Because he hasn't proven it against the big guys.
Not put it on, but cut it so close that after the weigh-in, you get it right back. You know what I mean? And you're coming in.
It was IBF, bro. He had to come in 10 pounds the morning of anyway. If it was any other belt, I would agree with you. But with the IBF, he had to weigh in under 140 the morning of the fight anyway.
The reason why I feel like that it's kind of insignificant. Not saying it's completely significant, but kind of insignificant, is because he fought. I don't know how much notice he had between the Rakhimov fight and when it was announced and when the fight was actually taking place. So I don't know the difference, but it wasn't a last minute opponent. So to me, in camp, you can always pace yourself and focus on certain things. So if the game plan was from the start to go in heavy, me personally, again, this is someone who's talking from a perspective of who wasn't in the camp and I don't know when the fight was announced. I would be looking to gain as much of an advantage as possible. By for one, I'm not risking losing my strap. That's what you have to look at. Am I going to risk losing my strap? So do you feel like the guy's that dangerous of an opponent to where you're probably going to be at risk of losing your strap? If you think he's that dangerous, then you just don't take the fight. He's not a mandatory.
Yeah,
if you think he's that dangerous, if you think he's that dangerous where you're going to need the extra pounds, you don't take the fight because he's not a mandatory. Not saying you should duck opponents, but if you're willing to take advantages outside of the rule, which is being overweight, then obviously you might as well not take the fight.
I think he took the fight because of the steam that the guy had. Farmer, a rematch with Farmer, it was a lackluster fight in the original contest anyway. So a rematch, I don't think we would have saw much difference. Farmer's not a power puncher. JoJo Diaz is not a power puncher.
I agree.
I think he accepted this fight as a step up, a challenge, and just to prove himself to a certain extent. So I believe personally,
he lost his leverage.
Beg your pardon?
I said, but he lost it. I'm gonna let you get to the comments in a second though. But Blunt, he lost his leverage. He lost his leverage. That's the difference.
What you mean by that when you say that?
He lost his strap. The leverage he had.
I get that. I'm just saying. I thought, like personally looking at it, you push it. Like he got to know if I don't come in, I'm gonna lose the strap before the fight, regardless. So I just think they pushed it and didn't completely come in underweight, just trying to stay as heavy as they could. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me get these comments real quick, player. The Black Wolverine 89. I know you knew. I ain't never seen you before. Black Wolverine 89. Big shout out to you, bro. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to BoxingFirst Vlog. Follow us on Instagram. All that good stuff. He said JoJo is a boxer puncher. He isn't the typical Mexican boxer. Let me get that. JoJo is not. He's not really a puncher. Like he's not. He has the style like he is a puncher, but JoJo not really cracking like that. Like he's a boxer.
When I say let me chime in. When I say he's a traditional Mexican, meaning just volume. We know Mexican fighters as guys that truly let their hands go and just, you know what I mean?
Oh, you see what he said though?
Yeah.
You see, he said he isn't the typical Mexican boxer.
He is though. He's wrong with that. He's just not.
I agree with Blunt.
Yeah, he is the. To be honest with Black Wolverine 89, I disagree with the whole comment. Like he's a boxer.
You know what I mean?
Big shout out to him though. But hey, on here, you gonna catch it either way. If we think you right, you gonna get it. If we think you wrong, we coming at you. But basically, JoJo is a boxer, but he's not a boxer puncher. But he does have a Mexican style. Like he lets his hands go. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the reason why I say he's a Mexican style fighter is because it's very Mexican style fighters, and this coincides with the point I was going to make before. Mexican style fighters.
Out for a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, they're focused on volume. You know, high volume, high work rate, high punch output. Some Mexicans have good singles, you know, very good singles. Like Bachel, for example, he has a good single. But JoJo doesn't have that single. So he's not relying on elusive footwork. He's relying on his ability to let his hands go. The reason why, and he's a bit physical. He's got size on his hands. But I always say, Russian fighters or Eastern European fighters never really do well against Mexicans because of that come forward disregard for what you throw back at them. They rarely do good against Mexicans. Eastern Europeans rarely do good against Mexicans. Like Teofimo and Loma, for example. You rarely see a high class Eastern European beat a high class Mexican just because of the style matchup.
Yeah, and let me add on to that real quick. You know who JoJo is. He's a guy, like, he's kind of, the way he fights doesn't match his physical attributes. You know what I mean? Like, he's a boxer, but you can tell he wants to be a banger. He just don't have the power for it. And then he has the Mexican style, but it's just something missing out of it. It kind of reminds me of like Tim Bradley. Like Tim Bradley, he was a guy that boxes, but he wanted to bang. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me get my guy in here. My bro, YSM Sports Media.
The comments.
Oh, go on, let me get
dunking me, Shane.
Hold on. Let me get to the comments real quick, bro. Black Wolverine 89 said, I agree with that assessment. All right, my bro, he already in here. Black Wolverine 89, he said, I've been on your channel many times. Y'all remember his name, yo?
No, I haven't seen him before.
You know, it's been a minute since I tapped into a live, bro, because you know I've been working crazy. So
and we've been in YouTube jail anyway.
The past
so,
one.
yeah, we just coming out of jail, so fresh out on jail.
Can we jump into this Commey Jackson Marinez fight?
Well, wait,
give me a second. We can jump into that. Give me a second. Black Wolverine said, good assessment. Scott 70 in the building. Scott Lang, what's up with you, bro? That's the family right there. So let's jump into Richard Commey Jackson Marinez vlog. I'll let you start off. YSM jump in after. All right.
Cool.
All right. My assessment of the fight is I didn't see the defense Jackson showed us in the Rolly fight. I thought he looked a little heavy, and I thought he needed to be a little bigger than his probably normal push straight to the weight, you know what I mean, weight limit. So, but honestly, man, Richard he wore him down, bro. And I thought he started wearing him down like around the third round. I noticed Marinez slowing down, but in the sixth, my thing was they said Marinez had outlanded Jackson. Jackson had outlanded Commey, and I was like, what the? And next thing you know, we get the knockout, but I was surprised at that stat. So I didn't really see it. Maybe they counted a lot of the jabs or something that was going on. I didn't see him outlanding Commey, but they say he did.
Them punch stats. I don't pay attention to them shits, man. YSM, go ahead, bro.
Yo, I thought he was beating Commey, honestly. Commey
really?
Yeah, Commey was it wasn't effective. It wasn't effective aggression, though. It wasn't effective aggression.
Hold on. How did you have it going into the sixth, like scorecard wise?
Like 3-2. Nothing.
Okay,
crazy.
so you had it. Okay, so you had it close. You had it close.
Yeah.
Okay. How'd you have it?
I had it a shutout.
Ooh, he had it 5-0.
Yeah, I had it 5-0, bro.
Hold on, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't scoring it. But what Jackson Marinez was doing, he was trying to box like he was doing in the Rolly fight. And basically what happened was Commey was really closing the distance, and he was really getting to his spots, and he really ain't had to pay no price to get to his spot. And that's when he started breaking Jackson Marinez down. I think Jackson Marinez was landing some small shots, but just Commey was just walking through that shit. He was just walking through that shit.
Let me ask. I've watched the fight, unfortunately.
Okay.
But what I was going to ask was how important was Richard's single, because going into the fight, that's something that I wanted to see. You know, how good was he at time in the single? Or was it just a case of bombarding your opponent with a lot of volume?
Let me answer that real quick. As far as Richard Commey was concerned, my main thing going into the fight, I wanted to see if Richard Commey could basically get to his punching range without getting his head jabbed off. So what Richard Commey was doing, he was throwing single shots to get himself in range. Once he got to his range, then he started letting his hands go. Jackson Marinez, I think the difference between this fight and the Rolly fight is with the Rolly fight, Jackson Marinez was able to get his shots off and he was able to pivot to the right, pivot to the left, get out of pocket. Richard Commey wasn't allowing him to get out of pocket. Like, he was basically following. When he was trying to leave out the back door, Richard Commey was right there at the back door with him. And that was the difference. He was putting that. It was just as much pressure as it was physical pressure.
The difference between
in the fight.
him and Rolly is Rolly's not that good.
Yeah, Rolly is not. We not a fan of Rolly. Yeah.
If I was on my burner account, I would say something else, but I'm not. I gotta be professional. Rolly's not that good. That was the difference.
Can we talk Future? Let's talk Future. Now we on this fight. What was your boy doing at the fight like that, man? I don't get it.
Teofimo?
I love the respect between the boxers, but I'm like, you kind of reminded me of some Mayweather shit right now. You shine stealing right now, bro. Like, why are you there, bro?
I don't feel it's shine stealing. I didn't see it, but the reason I say I don't really see it as shine stealing is because you got to look at it. We're talking about Teofimo Lopez, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the reason why I feel like I don't think it's shine stealing is because you got to remember that Teofimo Lopez is the better Commey does, and this might sound stupid, but the better Commey does, the better that is for Teofimo Lopez.
Yep.
It makes his win better. Yeah. Yep. Good point. Why is something you want to chime in on that real quick?
Nakatami knocking out Verdejo and Commey coming back with this win makes Teofimo Lopez run at lightweight look superhuman.
Yeah, because that Nakatani win.
I didn't hear that. Hold on, Jeff.
Say it again, YSM. Say it again, bro. He didn't hear you.
I said Nakatami knocking out Felix Verdejo and Richard Commey knocking out Jackson Marinez makes Teofimo Lopez run in the lightweight division look superhuman because he beat Nakatami, Richard Commey, and then Lomachenko all in a row.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. It makes Teofimo.
I can't argue that. I can't argue that enough.
And remember, hindsight's always 20/20. So remember, at the time, we were all looking at the Nakatami win, and we thought he looked poor. Now we look at it in hindsight, is a fantastic win.
Yeah, it was, and the thing is,
no. What y'all saying is the guys he beat as they came back and had spectacular victories after a loss to him made him look better. So it's almost like if them guys didn't do what they did in their future fights, is you kind of look past his victory over them. So them looking, it makes sense. I mean,
because you don't blunt. You don't ask the question of how good was that individual. When you see them still at the top level and they're still winning, you don't ask the question, oh, how good was Richard Commey really? He's a really good fighter, and we're seeing that he's still a top level fighter. If he went out there today and he struggled, we would be asking questions about the comments, Jeff.
You know what? I'm gonna get to the comments in a second. Let me make this comment real quick. Blunt, I'll give you a perfect example. Dimitri Bivol, when he beat Joe Smith and he beat Jean Pascal, at the time we was just like, oh, they solid victories. But you see the run Joe Smith is on now, and you see the run that Jean Pascal has been on, so it makes that victory, look that much better as time went on.
You can't argue. You guys is right. You can't debate that at all.
Let me get to the comments real quick. Scott says, salute to the chat. Black Wolverine, it was a year ago on a Jerron Ennis video. Oh, he been on here for over a year. Wow. Okay. Black Wolverine said, I agree. Commey is the man. He also said Commey was winning after the third round. So YSM, he disagreeing with you, bro. Will Stokes. Hold on. I gotta get it, Will, real quick, YSM. Hold on a second. Will, there's a rumor going around that you hit a nice little lick tonight on Josh Warrington. We expecting a $2 chat, some bear money or something. We heard that you hit. I'm not gonna tell you my sources, but we heard that you hit. And we
The only person.
Let me get to your comment though. Big up to you fellas, but how could Warrington versus Laura not be in the title of this shame? Mauricio Laura out here slaying the king. Let me get to that real quick. You only saying that because you won the bet. That's the only reason you're saying that. And the thing is, it should be in the top. It should be in the top.
But Warrington isn't the king. Warrington isn't the king.
King?
Said he, hold on. Hey, Shane, hold on. Let YSM cook on that. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
First off, you can't be the king with 6 knockouts. I'm going to start it off with that. You can't be the king with 6 knockouts in 30 fights. Secondly, he ain't unified nothing. I thought Kid Galahad beat him, and like he didn't fight none of the other top fighters at 26.
Fact.
Hold on, and let me add on to that, YSM. And on top of that, I know there was some circumstances or whatever, but the bottom line is, I'm like, he dropped his belt to get knocked out by unknown.
Yeah,
like that's what happened.
Can I tap into the dropping
Yes,
the
sir.
belt?
Go ahead, bro.
I think he dropped the belt for opportunity at the IBF title, and then would have went back to regain the belt against Kid Galahad to make it a bigger fight.
But the reason why that doesn't make sense is because the Lara fight isn't a big fight. So you might as well fight.
No. When I say big fight, you win the Lara fight, then you fight the winner of obviously the IBF championship fight.
But you already had the belt.
He already dropped it. He already dropped it.
You already have it. You already have the belt. He already had the IBF belt. So he dropped the belt to fight for a belt that he already had. That doesn't make sense.
You see what I'm saying?
No, maybe what he didn't want to fight Galahad again for the belt.
Yeah, he did. Right. He didn't
drop the belt. Hope that one of the guys from tonight win it. He fight them.
Okay.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
That shit backfired.
You get where I'm saying, where I make sense. Like he's avoiding the Galahad fight by dropping the belt. Okay, I dropped the belt. I show out on the card against Laura, unknown. Why I think they pulled him off out of whoever they pulled him from. Because I looked the guy up, bro. I couldn't tell you a name of anybody he has on his resume. And the resume is not bad.
Wherever they pulled him from, don't go back there again.
Hey, yo, hold on. Hey, Will, can you click on the link in the chat? Can you get in here? Because I want to know why you put money on. Where did you go do your homework, brother?
But Will said in the comment, I just read the comment before you, Jeff. He thought that Josh Warrington was number 1 at 126. He must have been cold, bro.
I'm about to get the Will in a second. Hold on. Wolverine said, Black Wolverine, if you're not subscribed to YSM Sports Media, please do. If you're not subscribed to BoxingFirst Vlog, please do.
YSM, I'm gonna hit you up as soon as I get up out of here, my dude. I haven't been linking up with a lot of the fam lately. I just been mad busy, but I'm gonna start catching up with a lot of you guys' work, man. I was putting up some work tonight myself.
A Vlog, when I gotta give Philly information, he's the person I go to.
That's what's up.
He the plug.
What's the name of your channel, bro?
All the time.
What's the name of your channel?
BoxingFirst Vlog. That's his joint.
BoxingFirst. All right, I'm gonna subscribe.
That's me right there in the back. I don't know if you can catch at the top, little joint. You know what I mean? Your boy out here trying to do what it do. And you in my city.
That looked
y'all
like
both in my city.
Josh Warrington.
I just want y'all to know that. That's my city.
You heard what he said? Vlog, you heard what he said?
What'd he say?
That looked like Josh Warrington
on the ground.
Your background looks like Josh Warrington. Yo, hold on. Look at these comments real quick. Toshi, what's going on? Toshi, what's going on, bro?
Salute to everybody in the comment section.
Yeah, your boxing, yes. Mike Sneed, what's up with you? He's back at it. Kid Galahad versus Mauricio Lara and Castano versus Charlo.
That's one I missed. That's one I missed, bro. I had ran out. What happened? Castano and
hold on. I'm gonna tell you in just a second. Hold on. Hey, Will, if you still listening, the link to the chat is at the top. We need for you to tap in, brother. We need for you to tap in. As far as the Castano and Teixeira fight, Castano whipped Teixeira's ass.
That is correct.
Beat the dog shit out of Teixeira.
Yeah,
I called that, by the way. I called that was happening.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Hold on. I called it. Shane called it, and I'm pretty sure YSM called it as well.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought Pat might have got him with the volume on a distance. Like, okay, he just outpunched Castano.
No, but you gotta make Castano pay something on the way in, and this guy's too aggressive.
I get what you're saying. I mean, his volume got him beat up in the damn. What's the young boy, the dark skinned cat he fought to win the belt?
Adamas.
His volume got him kind of beat up in that fight, even though he pulled it out. But if you can see. Maybe his volume got him in trouble against Castano.
He had to pull it out of the bag in the Adamas fight because the first 4 rounds he was losing in the Adamas fight.
That's why I said his volume caught up, but he got beat up to get his shit off. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
hey, YSM, tell Vlog how bad that beating was, man.
I got to jump off, but shout out to everybody.
All right, bro.
I'm trying to find a round that he won. He might have won 1 round.
Yeah, I don't know if
he might have won 1, maybe. Bro, it was bad. It was bad. He nullified the value. He was catching a lot of that. He was parrying a lot of it. He just beating him to his body. Man.
Yeah, he was. And you know what? Teixeira, he's the taller guy. He's a guy with the longer range. But the thing is, he don't take that half step or full step back, the kind of pot shot. And I was like, Castano, he's one of the best at 154 at getting to his spot. You know what I mean? In terms of his punching range and letting his hands go. He does a really good job at that. And I didn't think Teixeira had the arsenal to really, combat that. And that's exactly what happened. I wasn't expecting no sweep, though. You could make the argument it was 12-0. It was a 12 donut.
Damn. Sound like the plant fight. One-sided.
One-sided. We got my boy Jalik in the building. Jalik, what's up? Hey, Jalik, the link is in the chat, bro. I'll drop it again. Hold on. You want to jump in? Hold up.
My boy, the leader.
Shane had to leave out. It's like 4. It's like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning out there.
Damn, he up late.
Yeah, he up lately. Will Stoops
too, bro. I was like, fuck it, man. I gotta get this work in on these fights.
Will said I might be able to hop on for a second, a minute. Hey, we need for you to hop on, bro.
So he hit a lick, huh? He hit a lick on that Laura fight.
Yeah, he hit a lick. I want to know where he did his research. I ain't know nothing about it. You ever heard of him?
I looked up Laura and try to find some clips on it because I did a preview on the fight. So I was looking for clips and things like that. I could not find him on IG, couldn't find nobody on Twitter that had any info on him. So you obviously gonna do your box rec. I'm looking at the names and I'm like, well, damn, bro, you fighting dudes that's like 8 and 18. So are you really that good? Are they expecting you to come in there and be a problem? I didn't think so, because if you looked at his record, that the guys he beat, he didn't seem like a problem just based off his record. But obviously, I hope he passed the post-fight test though. I mean, just based off of who you beat in the past, that was so unexpected. And then to have him 6-1, I lined it up more like 8-1, looking at his, previous opponents. Like, my dude, you haven't been in there against anybody we can recognize, even on a Latin fighter fight game. You know what I mean? Like, we know a few of them guys.
I didn't know him so much. I wouldn't even have known what to put the fight at from a betting perspective. I wouldn't even have known.
When I seen 6-1, 8-1 jumped to mind. Because I did, I did a little homework. I seen him fight before, and it looked like guys that boxed gave him a little bit of problems. Like, he had to work a little bit extra hard for the Mexican sort of boxers that kind of slid around the ring through the jab. You know what I mean? He worked a little harder to get to him. And I mean, shit, I thought Warrington was just going to be a toe-to-toe, rock'em sock'em thing, and Warrington would have probably came out victorious on the other side. But
it was a rock'em sock'em, but it was just when Laura was rocking.
Yeah,
Warrington couldn't handle that shit.
Old boy got sandbags in his hands.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
He knew he was sweet, bro.
He knew Warrington was sweet.
He knew, yo. You know how you watch certain fights where like the other guy, he thinks he's a bull. You know what I mean? Like Laura thought he was a bull and thought Warrington was a turkey, and that's how he approached it. Everybody else looking at he going into like, look, he can't keep me off me. And that's what I'm saying.
That's 100% facts. He stepped light. He young boyed him. That's exactly, he young boyed him. Like, how you young boy somebody in the gym, like he young boyed him from like round 1 on. Like, it's crazy.
Answer me this though, fellas. Now we see this happen next week. Is it possible?
For who?
Santiago
and Broner.
Yeah.
Why? Something? I'll let you go on that. Go ahead.
That style has always been effective against Broner. Against guys, the Mexican style is really effective against guys who stand there and don't throw a lot of punches.
That's my guy.
European style has always been ineffective against Mexicans because they stand there and don't throw punches. Ricans and black guys they don't have. All right, so Ricans and black guys fair as hell because they do. And Mexican guys don't really like fighters that move and that have to keep resetting. Now, the elite Mexican guy, he can adjust unless the guys have. But the European guys, they really struggle with that particular style.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be. That's an interesting fight from a style perspective. And I know people probably haven't taken the time to really watch Santiago, but when we're talking about guys coming off of a COVID layoff and they rushed. Like, Broner's coming off of a COVID layoff, a life layoff, and then he hasn't won a fight in 3-4 years. He hasn't won a fight clearly in 4 years. That's a fact. So we don't know what Broner we gonna get.
Let me stop you right there. Now that we know these facts, we know what Santiago does, we know what style he has. If we don't see what we expect to see from Santiago, and I'm gonna put my tinfoil kufi on right now, was the bag slid that way?
You mean as far as Santiago? No, no, because I don't have no. If you have any expectations for Santiago or Broner right now, you got to be in their camp, or you got to be a hardcore fan of theirs. It's impossible for you to have expectations for either one of them, because Broner hasn't shown you nothing in 4 years in terms of a quality win. Like, it's been 4 years. Why am I right on that? 4+ years? It's been 4+.
Quality. The last quality win he had.
Quality. His last quality win was somewhat quality. Was Granados, right?
Granados, man. Yeah, bro.
It's about 4 years. So it's about 4 years. So I'm like, you can't possibly have any expectations for Broner, and then for Santiago's end. he's the unknown, so he got everything to gain, nothing to lose. Like there's not really anything there for any bag to be slid either way. See what I'm saying?
When I say bag slid, now you just you kind of gave the answer to my question when you said no one is expecting Santiago because this being his biggest stage, and if he doesn't show up and show out on his biggest stage, would you suspect that they asked him to look? We working on Broner to rebuild, kind of take it easy.
I'll put it to you like this, bro. If they gotta slide a bag over to Santiago to get a win, then Broner need to retire. He don't even need to fight.
I'm just asking a question.
Yeah,
how you feel about that, YSM? How you feel about that?
If that's the case, you need to focus on that album and try to get the rest of them songs cleared.
Hold on. Hey, Jalik, I'm going to get Jalik in here in a second. He in the joint. Let me get these comments real quick. Black Wolverine, he said he remembers Jalik. Jalik is the only one, along with myself, that thinks Boots will beat Crawford and Spence. Okay, I'm going to get to that in a second.
I think Boots can beat Crawford. I'm not sure about Spence. I just think Spence's size might be a little bit much for Boots, but his speed can keep him in a Crawford fight.
Hey, he's big. You know he's bigger than Spence, right?
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me get to this.
He's bigger than Spence.
Hold on. League, what's going on, baby?
G5 and Millie, what's poppin'? What's up, man? Chilling.
What's going on, man?
Street, bro?
Yeah, everything is good. Shout out to Black Wolverine, yeah.
Hey, bro, talk your shit, yo.
Look, I was like that Josh fight. I wasn't really watching it, and then I came home. I was like, bruh. And then I was looking. I didn't see it. I seen the highlights. I was like, bruh, he literally fighting like a bar fighter. Warrington, and they were saying that Shakur Stevenson was ducking this guy. I was like, he literally won't move his head. So he in a crazy situation. I was like, ironically, he's with MTK Global, you know, the hand situation, and then JoJo Diaz also with that situation as well with him losing weight. The JoJo Diaz fight, fights like that, when you got the A side that does that. If he wasn't the A side, they usually give the other guy a victory. A draw is just so they won't lose too much money on there. I think Tevin Farmer probably should have a chance on there. But Commey looks solid, but he keeps leaving his head in the air. You know what I mean? I think he should move up.
You think Commey should move up to 140?
Puerto Rican guy, Super Matias.
Quick question, Will. Quick question. Now that you said move up, do you think the Commey we saw tonight could beat a Regis Prograis?
That'd be a tough one, bro.
That's a good fight.
That'd be good.
What you think about that, bro? That's a good fight.
Regis Prograis beats his ass.
Huh?
I said Regis Prograis beat Commey ass at 140.
That'd be a good fight, though. Really.
The weight.
That's a good fight.
I think he can knock out Puerto Rican. I think he knock out the Puerto Rican Matias, though. That'd be a hell of a fight.
No,
I think he can knock him out.
Matias too big.
Nah. Commey
big as hell, yo.
Yeah, big at 135 ain't big at 140. Yo.
That's true. That 5 pound difference is.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Commey length might give him assistance with the weight difference. Him being a little longer than a Prograis, I think that'll offset the slight weight difference. You know what I mean? Because it's not really big, 5 pounds.
No, it's big. It's big in terms of rehydration. It becomes big, and you see Regis ain't make weight in his last fight, so he might be outgrowing 140. So he would definitely be bigger. He would be the bigger guy over Commey in a fight. That's a fight though. That's a fight. I think Commey should stay where he at. Stay at 135.
Fight who? Devin Haney?
I'm cool with a Commey Devin Haney fight.
That's a good fight.
We not gonna see them fights though, bro. Them cross the street fights don't seem to be happening unless it's major belts on the line and unification type of thing. So it's like you almost kind of gotta look for a big fight within your promotional team and within your organization almost. So we as fans and media guys want the cross the street fights, you know what I mean? But it just how often do we get them? It takes too long, and I hate it.
Would you agree? Would you want Jalik? Would you want Commey and Loma?
That's who probably gonna fight next. They said Nakatani, but if you notice, they put him on ESPN, so it's probably going to be Loma against Richard Commey. They were trying to make that fight before with Andre Rozier, saying he wasn't ready, and then they claimed some injury. But that's a dangerous fight for Lomachenko too. I see Lomachenko winning with his power, but one thing about Commey, he doesn't give in, and he's very relentless. He's not like Nicholas Waters, so that's a dangerous fight. That's a dangerous.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Commey having I wouldn't say youth on his side, but just the sturdier of the two. Because in all the Lomo fights, he starts a little slow, so he catches that wear and tear from a Richard Commey. I don't think he'll kick it in 6th, 7th round the way he almost picked it up on Teofimo, because as we seen tonight, Commey laying on you and digging those body shots and a couple liver shots, because he did hit the man in the back a few times. But still, I think that pressure on Lomachenko, he don't like that, and he's not a guy that likes contact the way inside boxing type. So Commey's style could definitely get rid of Lomachenko, and I think it might be an easy fight for him, honestly.
Oh, for Commey?
Yeah, for Commey. Just
depends. Hold on. Let me get to the comments real quick, and I'm gonna address that. Will said he put the bet on in between round 1 and round 2. Why you ain't just bet it straight up, bro? Why you put it on rounds? Will Stokes saw red flags in round 1. Yeah, Josh Warrington got hurt bad in the first round. Scott 70, I had a 7-leg parlay with a Warrington win as the first leg. Bro, but the thing is,
coming out the gate.
Yeah, hey Scott though, but the thing is though,
Oh man, you got
your
your
Warrington.
YouTube on in the background.
Say it again.
It's the echo.
Your phone, you got it on your phone, bro.
Yeah.
Vlog. And I'm saying you got the live on your phone too.
Yeah.
Cut your phone. You on the laptop or phone?
I'm on my phone.
It has to be muted. Yeah, one has to be muted.
You got it on the laptop.
Yeah. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. What I need to mute? Can you hear me now?
YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, if you got it on the laptop, mute it on the laptop since you on the phone.
All right, I ain't on no laptop.
Okay, so you just on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. All right. Well, we just gonna rock with it. Fuck it.
Oh, okay. I don't know what.
Tell me what can I do, bro? I'm trying to help.
I'm not sure. You said you only on your phone, so I'm not sure what it is.
That's what it usually is. I'm not sure.
That's what it usually is. Yeah, you good, bro? You good? You straight?
I'll turn it down some or something.
You good? You good? Black Wolverine. He said yes. Ennis is bigger than Spence.
Yeah.
I take YSM definitely would know that because he be in that gym all the time. So I hope Ennis gets the shot, but I doubt it.
To be honest, Boots is the unknown star of boxing, bro. His record is immaculate.
He's a monster.
The man is the business in boxing, bro. Like, but nobody talking about him. What's the freaking hate with the city?
He's getting bigger though. He like the underground rapper that just keep getting bigger. Sometimes better to start off like that than being the guy that's signed with a major label and get on attention like 50 Cent.
It's like Angelique. That's like Big L. That's like Big L back in the day.
That's better that way.
Yeah, it's like Big L.
Does the volume sound better?
Yeah, you good. It was just the background, but we good though. We straight.
Because
we straight, bro.
He fighting Lipinez. Lipinez is ranked number 3, right? Now,
Yeah, I
Sean
think
Porter,
Lipinets is ranked number 3. Yeah,
right, Sean Porter is ranked number 2. You know it's the business. So if he beat Lipinets and take Lipinets spot at number 3, Porter not gonna fight Errol Spence, but they might do a final eliminator between Kodratio and Jaron Ennis for the right to fight Errol Spence, and then that'll
yeah,
put him right in there, bam, by the end
yeah,
of the year. So Earl gonna
yeah.
have to
Boots,
fight him or give up the strap.
yeah, Boots putting himself in a position to where
Right.
in 2022, yeah, like Spence gonna have to answer some questions in 2022. He's putting himself right in line for a title eliminator for sure.
Do you see Spence doing any avoidance type of thing when it comes
Hell
to a guy
yeah.
like Boots?
Hell yeah,
I wanna fight
he'll move
Crawford,
up.
bro.
He'll move up. He's not gonna fight Boots. He'll
Why don't
move
you
up.
fight Boots and fight somebody? Yeah, if he ain't fighting Crawford, Boots' disadvantages are more for less money. That's dumb.
Jaleel, he'll fight Crawford before he fight Boots.
Exactly, and that's the way that's how you put him in a corner.
You gotta put him in the corner, right?
That's how you force the fight. Like that's
Right.
the business
So-
of boxing.
Yeah, so Jaleel, to add on to that, you got Spence talking 60-40 and all this and all that. All of that gets put to the side if Boots is standing there. If Boots is your mandatory, the only way you get out of that fight is fighting the unification. And Bud is the only other champion. So we're rooting for Boots. We're rooting for Boots for the wrong reasons, but we're rooting for Boots to get the mandatory shot so we can actually get Spence and Crawford, because I think that's the only way that's going to happen.
And the crazy thing about it is, right? Jamel Charlo just a week or so ago said he's not moving to 160. Now he probably fight Castano next before belt undisputed. I think that's the first time since Vinky Wright. So what is Earl going to move up to 54? Who is he going to fight? A secondary belt?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. He gonna be stuck. He either gonna have to take Boots. He gonna have to take Crawford.
exactly. Like, who is he going to fight at 154? It's not going to be for no belt, so he just be up there playing. Or is Al Heyman going to pay homeboy to give up the belt so that way and make him go to 160? It ain't no smoke at 160.
Yeah, Jaleel, I'm not even going fraud, bro. I think you should do a video on that.
Yeah,
Because nobody's done a video on that, looking at it from that angle.
yeah.
I know you would be the only one doing this. Since we talking about it on the live, I wouldn't even feel comfortable doing that video. You should do that.
Yeah, because
That's a point.
yeah,
To be honest with you, you're the only one that's ever really brought that point up. Like, how to get Spence and Crawford in the ring.
He give up. I was on the live with somebody. They said he gonna move up. He just said he not moving up, and then they said he'd give up one of the belts to fight. Why would you give up money just for Earl, just because y'all cool, and he trying to make a legacy and be rich himself? That don't even sound right. Being undisputed mean you know some Bernard Hopkins stuff, right? Remember he was undisputed, and in order to fight him, because remember they were saying Bernard Hopkins was boring, couldn't do this. Eventually, he got more exposure, and he got all 4 belts. And then they started to promote him better, and all of a sudden, he became a bigger star. So, I mean, that'd be crazy for him to give up his belt.
Yeah, I look at it as far as Spence. He's gonna end up getting to a fork in the road. When he fights Ugas, that's gonna be his last. That's gonna be his last gimme fight. That's gonna be his last gimme fight, and he gonna be staring at Crawford or Boots, one of the two. Because there's nobody else. If you think about it, it's nobody else for him to fight at 147.
People still hold up. Now I agree with what you're saying, but their only fallback at that point in time is a Porter fight. That's the only fallback to continuing to avoid a Boots, to avoid a Crawford type of matchup, to fall back on a fight that, you know, even the fans will probably go ahead and cash out for on a pay-per-view.
You know what? I agree. Let me get at that real quick, Jaleel.
Yeah,
I actually agree with you on that. If they're gonna try to throw a monkey wrench in that, I can see them saying, you know what, the first Spence Porter fight was exciting. Let's throw that back on. It's convenient now. So I can see them actually using Porter as that throw-in guy, but Porter's always been used as the throw-in guy. He was a throw-in guy for the Thurman fight. He was a throw-in guy for the Danny fight. He was a throw-in guy for the Spence fight. Like, he's always the throwing guy. Like, he's the B-side in any big fight. So, dog, I agree with you 100%. They would throw Porter in there against Spence again and delay either Boots or Crawford. So that's a great point, though. Let me get to the comments real quick. I'm gonna let y'all cook. Black Wolverine, he said, Regis Prograis beats Commey. I'm gonna get to that in a second because you get another one. He said Commey keeps his head up too high while throwing combos and drops his hands. He's open for 1-2s against a really good boxer. Commey and Nakatani would be a good fight too. Let me get at that real quick, and then I'm gonna let y'all cook. As far as Prograis and Commey, I think Prograis would beat Commey only because Prograis is the bigger fighter. I think Prograis has a little more elements to his game than Commey. I think Prograis will win by decision, but that's a good fight. That's a good fight. It really depends on how big Commey would be at 40, because a big 135 is not a big 140. And Regis Prograis looked like he's rehydrating pretty good. At 140, he looked like he's coming in a solid like 155, something like that. He's not no small 140. So just off of that, I would say Prograis gets the dub. What you think about that, Vlog?
Let me tap in. I think what we not understanding about Prograis is he's not a killer like that. Like, it's not like Prograis is knocking every other guy out. Prograis is in a lot of wars. He was in a war with a guy that just got stopped by unknown. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like
which guy you talking about?
I mean, not by unknown, but I mean, he was just in a war with what's the boy that Prograis was in with the from over the pond, across the pond.
He the top guy at 140.
Yeah, he's like alpha down.
Yeah, but
He the top guy at 140.
Yeah, when you're doing that type of fighting, and then you go in and do that type of fighting with a puncher and a Commey, Warrington, I mean, the boy from over there, and I keep getting them two mixed up. Warrington.
Josh Taylor. It's my Josh Taylor.
Yeah, Josh Taylor. I get them mixed up. Taylor, the war he was in with Taylor, that toe-to-toe battle, Taylor is not the puncher that Commey is. So if you get into that type of toe-to-toe battle with a Commey, as in we seen tonight, you could end up on the bad side of it. You see what I'm saying? And he took a good beating in that Taylor fight, trying to go punch for punch, trying to go toe to toe.
Jalik, go ahead, jump in, bro.
Yeah, Josh Taylor is on my pound for pound list, bro. He nice though. A big puncher. That's the good point you made. 135 power. Usually when you move up 5 pounds, it goes down. But we seen with Terrence Crawford, his power actually went up.
It went up.
He could be the same puncher that he is, which will equal me. He's still big, or he actually can increase his power. But sometimes it can go down. I'm not sure with Commey, but he does highlight his right hand. But I see what you mean by that, because Regis Prograis isn't he's a good puncher. And for some reason in the Taylor fight, he lost his explosiveness. But Regis Prograis is a good body puncher, and he is southpaw as well. But one thing that Prograis is deficient in is his arm length, just like Lomachenko. So they got to fight up close for them to be victorious. So that's a hell of a fight. I got Regis by decision. But
remember when I told you when we spoke earlier? Remember I said earlier in that matchup, Commey's length would give Prograis a little
and he's
issue.
taller. Regis Prograis short. I think he like 5'6". He's short, or maybe he's 5'7". He's short.
Even though he's the stockier fighter, so we would say he's the bigger fighter. But when we talking about just attributes, length is a major attribute in boxing. So if you can have length and some power, I mean, that could be issues for whoever you're fighting. So even with Prograis having the volume he has, if he gets into a trading aspect with a Commey, that right hand could be an issue, man.
That's true. And he is tall too, so if he know how to land it, that's true, bro.
Hey, Vlog, man, I bet you a cheesesteak on that.
Okay.
I bet you a cheesesteak on that player. I'll take Regis Prograis.
I got Regis.
Take Commey.
That's gonna be dangerous.
You better steak and a side order of fries with that, brother. That's a bet.
Cheesy
that's
fries.
A bet.
You know how we do in the city.
That's a bet.
That's a bet, baby.
That's a bet. Hey, hold on, Jalik, you heard it. It's a bet. It happened. I won my cheesesteak, brother.
I can't make that bet. I pay to see that fight though.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I got $79.99 for that one myself.
Yo, bro,
that fight is good because
that would be a
rumor that Matias is supposed to fight Regis. He called.
That's a good fight. That's a good fight. That's a dangerous fight for Prograis too. Actually, it's not even smart for him to take that fight. I wouldn't even take that fight about Prograis.
Nah, not right now.
Hey, hit them comments, yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. He said Commey keeps his head up too high while throwing combos and drops his hands. He's open for ones and twos against a really good boxer. Commey and Nakatani will be a great fight. Let me get at that real quick. Commey, when he throws his right hand, he keeps his head on the line. He keeps his head on the line. Like, he don't dip his head to the left. He don't dip his head to the right. That's why he gets caught with the bang bang shots. When he fought Teofimo, he got caught with that shot. When he fought Robert Easter Jr., he got caught with the same shot. They threw the same shot at the same time. The only difference is Teofimo Lopez and Robert Easter Jr., their head was off the line. Richard Commey's head was on the line. So if you're going to get Commey, that's how you get him. But it's very hard to create a bang-bang situation like that. A lot of times that just happens in boxing. Like, when you get that bang-bang moment, it's like, who get there first? You don't see that often in fights. Usually when you see it, you only see it one time and somebody's getting dropped. You know what I'm saying? So, Black Wolverine, I understand what you're saying, but whoever fights Commey, they would have to be fortunate enough to be in a position where they get into a bang-bang moment with Commey. And it's not easy. And if you notice, with Commey, at both times it happened relatively early. Like, even in the Easter fight, that happened in the first half of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo, obviously, it was the first half of the fight. So, yes, you can get 1-2s off against Commey, but you got to pay a price for the 1-2s as well. And you've seen that with Jackson Marinez tonight. Jackson Marinez was trying to land the 1-2, and Commey was just like, he was walking through him, but not reckless. You know what I'm saying? Commey's the problem. Commey and Nakatani, that's a war, bro. That's a war.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I think Nakatani don't have the chin.
Oh no, I got Commey winning, but he's very determined, bro. And even him getting dropped by Verdejo, he still came back. But I got Commey. Commey is real resilient, man. That's a fight of the year fight. And also, got a broken orbital bone.
Yeah, that's like fight of the year fight.
He might break his face again, so that's not smart for Nakatani. But that's a good fight. Commey is a player, man.
Yeah, it's a good fight, man. Actually, Commey got a lot of options. He got a lot of options with this victory tonight. He got a lot of options, man. A lot of options. Let me get to these comments real quick, fellas. Will Stokes, he said, I bet money after the first round and finished. Oh, okay, I got you. Black Wolverine, Jerron is simply the most talented fighter out of the young fighters today, along with Chris Colbert. I'll agree with that. I'm just going to run through these comments real quick, fellas. I see 3. Big shout out to you. Earl will probably fight Ugas for them. That's a fact. We definitely know that. He'll fight Ugas before he fight Crawford or Wolverine. Spence is trapped. That's exactly what Jalik was saying. Hopefully Jalik can drop the video for us. Black Wolverine, Spence can still fight Thurman if Thurman comes back with a good win. Thurman ice cold right now, bro. Thurman ice cold. He ice cold in these streets. Hey Banks, what's going on with you? Black Wolverine Commey rehydrates around 153 to 155.
He did it, bro. He probably
That's 20 pounds. That's 20 pounds.
He is. That's what I'm saying. He probably bigger than Prograde.
Yeah, so he probably coming into a Prograde fight at like 160.
Remember, I said he's the bigger guy. I did say he's the bigger guy, but
Progrades might be coming in heavier than that though.
But Progrades can't box at that weight, so he has to keep his shit closer to 140 to be able to go to 12 rounds. He can't be coming in at 158, 156 and expecting to put out the volume and the pace at 12 rounds. So his rehydration has to be more around 152, 150 to be able to go 12 rounds. Because he wasn't in the 150s in the Taylor fight. To me, he looked about 148, 146. I don't know what his rehydration was for the Taylor fight. I just know he in his last fight he looked big fight night. He looked in the 160s. He looked like he gained over 20. He looked like he was 160 plus in his last fight. Then that means fat. So that means fat then, bro. You know what I mean? That means you kind of. But see, that's not fat though. Like you just said, Commey came in. Black Wolverine said Commey came in. He comes in at 153, 155. That's coming off of a 135 weight. So that's 20 pounds. That's 20 pounds, right? So if Progrades is coming in at 160, it's the same 20. It's the same 20 pounds. I mean, yeah. But when I look at Progrades and I see them the rehydration weight, it kind of looks like chubbiness. You know what I mean? It just looks different on Richard than it may look on Progrades, and that's no disrespect. That's fair enough. No, that's fair enough. Regis Progrades. That ain't even no disrespect. Just got different body types and all that. That ain't different body type. That's exactly my point. So yeah, that's no. I mean, let me get that out there before the man get the banging on me on IG. You know what I'm saying? Right. I got much love for the boy. I follow him. Yeah, I like him all the time. So yeah, I didn't mean it in no disrespectful way. Yeah, we fuck with Regis over here. Scott 70 said Josh Taylor. Scott, come back in. I'm not sure what you mean. Will Stokes really happy for Commey. Carries himself like a true champion. We fuck with Commey over here for sure. Jay Banks said, "Happy Valentine's Day, Kings. We appreciate you." I see 3. Josh Taylor is pretty good. Josh Taylor is real good. Wolverine. Josh Taylor is very skilled. Yes, Scott 70 Taylor. Undisputed. Who y'all like, Taylor or Ramirez?
I got Taylor.
I like Taylor too. I got Ramirez. Bro, we got another cheesesteak. Hold on, Jalik. Wow. Are we betting another cheesesteak, brother? Yeah, we can double up. All right, we can double up. Hey, Jalik, man. Listen, bro. I'm glad you're on here, man. I need to cash in, brother. Fight, bro. Say that again, Jalik. Say that again.
How many times you seen them fight? Like this?
I've seen them both fight several times.
Okay. Cause I'm like,
hold on, let me get the like Steve said, Jerron Ennis is good, but Conor Ben destroys him. Hey man, I ought to put you on timeout, man.
I never seen that.
I fucks with Conor Ben, but his chin is questionable, bro.
Yeah, I never seen him fight before.
He put an LOL behind it, so I'll let him slide.
Okay.
I never seen him fight before, bro.
Yeah, because I'm like, yo, that chin is he's been touched by some cab drivers, so you know what I mean?
Yeah, he kind of been on a nice little run though. He on a nice little run. Will Stokes, some things come up over, and I gotta go. Sorry, I can't come over, but I could come on the stream in the future. Hey, Will Stokes, man, we appreciate you stopping through, man, for sure. Okay, yeah, Josh Taylor's on your pound for pound list. We got you. George or Paul, what's going on? He said it's a win for Commey. I'm assuming he's talking about Progrades. Brother, you can bet a cheesesteak too. You can get in on the section.
Hey, George, if you see something, let us know what you see, because I told you what I saw.
Hey, George, man, follow your boy Jalik the Leader. Follow BoxingFirst Vlog. Follow us on Instagram. We can bet a cheesesteak on it, brother, or some beer money, whatever you
Yeah,
want.
friendly bet. You know, not major. Everybody trying to take your rent money.
Yeah, we ain't trying to take away the light bill money. We ain't trying to do that. Black Wolverine, Taylor over Ramirez. I agree. Yo, King Louis, what's up with it, bro? That's the family right there.
Salute,
King
King.
Louis, salute to you, bro. Hey, yo, you gotta get back cooking, baby. We gotta get back cooking, man. We missed you, bro. Miss you for sure. Hey, Jalik, man, we get ready to get about this joint, man.
Yeah.
Jalik, give him your social media, give him your YouTube, all of that,
right there. Jalik the Leader, just like I was saying, Jalik the Leader.
Jalik the Leader. Go
signs and I'm picking it back up. Yep. On YouTube.
Jalik the Leader. Go subscribe to his channel. Real good dude. He jump on the same lives I jump on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my guy.
I appreciate the invite, man. And
hey,
next
listen,
week,
man.
Shit.
Hey, man, we gonna try to jump on, a couple times a week, man, and I'll communicate with you prior to jumping on, man. And you got an open seat over here, brother.
But yeah, I'm gonna watch that Bichette next. Y'all, I'm gonna have to listen to y'all about AB. I gave up on AB, bro. I'm tired of.
Bro, we gonna do a live on that this week. So you want to jump on?
I gave up on AB, bro. He don't throw enough punches. I can't take it. He like Zab Judah. Remember? I can't. I'm tired of screaming at the TV like.
I can dig it, bro. I can dig it. Hey, Jalik, we're gonna do a Broner joint this week, man. I'll definitely let you know before I jump on, man. You got an open seat, brother.
I'll listen to y'all, I can't watch it. But thanks for having me on, though. Nice meeting you, my man.
All
right, bro. Appreciate you, Jalik. You vlog, man. It was good, man. Had you jump on. Hold on, King Louis said peace family. King Louis, please, if you still got my number, man, please text me. Please text me. Because I got a bunch of numbers in here that don't have names in it. Please give me a text. So we can keep in contact. Black Wolverine, he said me too, Lee. Black Wolverine, we appreciate you jumping on, man, for sure. But we getting ready to get up out of here.
Hey, Black Wolverine, man, follow me, man, on YouTube, man, BoxingFirst Vlog, man. So, I need all the support. I'm trying to get my number.
Give me your Twitter, give me your Twitter and Instagram, bro. Give me your Twitter and Instagram.
Oh, man, I'm on BoxingFirst Vlog all over every social media. I'm on TikTok making them laugh, baby. So, fuck what you got, man.
Yeah, he said, will do. Hey, man, y'all know me, man. G5Jeff TV, G5Jeff TV on Twitter, G5Jeff TV on Instagram, and we got lives coming probably tomorrow. Probably jump back on tomorrow, and all next week. We got the Broner fight next week. We got Rochelle, Valdez. We got to cover that. That's a crazy fight. So we busy. We busy and we working. Good. VP Chain jumped on. Got the general up in here. BoxingFirst Vlog. Big shout out to Jalik. Do a quick roll call, quick out of here. Black Wolverine, King Louis, Jalik Leader, Georgia Paul, Will Stoke, Blake Steve, Scott 70, Conceit, Steve Banks. Let me see who else we had in the building. What's my bro YSM Sports Media? Koshi was in the building. Who else we had in the building? I think that was it. So this was a great live, man. That's the big bro. That's the family right there. Subscribe to him. BoxingFirst Vlog on YouTube. Just type in BoxingFirst Vlog and it'll take you right where you need to be. If you don't know if it's him or not, show him the logo in the background real quick. That's Josh Warrington on on the poster right there. So you know that's Boxing First Vlog shit. Go subscribe to him. If you fucking with me, you gotta fuck with him. Vlog, next time I'm gonna I didn't know you was gonna jump on. I'm gonna get your link to the channel so I can throw it in the chat so people can just click and go. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that going forward.
If you would have sent it to the phone, I could have probably jumped on the log on the you know what I mean, on the tablet and shit. So I may try to do it different to help with the volume.
I gotta do that. I have to do that anyway because I want to do that whether you're on here or not. So that's something I gotta do. Period. We gotta get you to the stack. We gotta get you to 1,000. Like that's
man. I'm trying to do good works, man, and you know my numbers coming up slowly but surely. The more active I'm being, but you know how the schedule is, bro. So I'm sticking to and doing the best I can.
Gotta get to the paper, man. But this was a great live.
Yeah, I appreciate you being on, bro, because I didn't even anticipate you even being on.
I didn't anticipate it either. I was just like, I'm just gonna jump on. I'm getting screamed at right now on the phone. So I gotta get up.
Yeah, get on up out of here, bro. Get some rest. Tell wifey I say what's up, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Listen, on behalf of G5FTV, Boxing First Vlog, my boy Jalik, YSM, and PP Shane, we are out.
All right, man. We gone.
All right, family.